Hi there, Dr. Vicky here with the Shift Happens channel. Today, we're going to talk about doubt and how we waver and really question this whole process. You've been doing all these techniques, you've been visualizing, staying in the wish fulfilled at the end result, but nothing seems to be moving or nothing seems to be coming to you and you're getting frustrated. Listen, I've been there. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to really put all of your effort and focus on your one desire. And the more you try, the worse you feel, right? Well, we're going to get into that. I'm going to share some techniques. So you want to stay to the end because that is where all the good stuff always comes in. I get on a rampage and then I reveal some really cool things that help me on my manifesting journey. So if you enjoy learning how to manifest with love, ease, and fun, go ahead and like, share, and comment. That's how we build our community. I am so happy to help you. If you want coaching, that is also available. And all the information is below in the description box. All right, so let's get into this. Boy, you know what? I have been there. I know what it's like to have bad hair days. And I also know what it's like to have a desire and then you just want it so badly that you're nervous, you're anxious, you're worried, and you're constantly looking for answers. You're going from YouTube channel to YouTube channel, you're reading the books, you're listening to the podcast, you're looking for evidence out here, you're looking for signs and symbols, and oh my gosh, is it working? Yes, I feel good now, but now I don't feel good. Listen, it's an up and down road. I get it. And doubt is part of it. Sound like I was going to choke. Doubt is definitely part of the journey. Now, here is what I did to help myself on that journey. I just realized that that is part of the journey. Okay. And it's okay to doubt. It's okay to question. It's okay to even worry. All of those negative emotions, we think we have to stay away from them. We think we have to, like, careful, it's going to mess up my manifestation. And that simply is not the case. So, what I want to urge you to do is get a journal and write down some of these things that help me, and hopefully they will help you. Now, there were different stages I was in. I was in stages where I was embarrassingly so obsessed, right? And I didn't even realize what was happening. I was learning, but I was also being really obsessive about what I wanted, and so of course I didn't get it. But it wasn't until there were a few major shifts that I did, and one of them being is it really sitting down and understanding that whole belief system of do you believe God works through you as you? Because here's the thing, I was raised super Catholic, okay? And, God was out here judging, doing the scorecard thing. And then that blew my mind to think, oh my gosh, you mean I am one with God? I'm like, okay. But it took a while, right? And I still doubt and waver at times. I still do that. And I have manifested everything I truly desire. And the thing is that the doubt is there to help you question even deeper, helps you to go even deeper on your faith and your trust in yourself. And that was a big piece too. I did not trust myself, meaning I didn't trust that inner conversation. I didn't trust putting myself out there. That fear of rejection, the fear of, oh my gosh, someone's judging me, the fear, all of those things are outside of ourselves. When I started to all of a sudden become one with God, and I realized, hey, that is whenever we're fearing something, it's outside of ourselves. So when we have a desire, we think they're big or small, and there is no such thing. But we think, oh my gosh, that SP, it's out there and it's too far away. And I've got to get it. I got to get it. I got to get it. I got to get it. Okay, I'm really not going to think about it. I'm going to, and you start going into these obsessive little affirmations and that sort of thing. And it's like, you really don't need to do any techniques except for accept yourself as that operant power, as Neville Goddard says, or, you're one with source, God, universe, whatever. And that is a pretty mind blowing, but yet simple and the most powerful thing. When I am in doubt, here's what I do. I accept it and say, you know what? I know I will more than likely get back on the, into the wish fulfilled and feeling good about myself. But right now I'm doubting it. And then I just continue to ask myself, why? What is it that I'm doubting? Why? And I just keep counseling myself into, well, what is it that I'm scared of? Why am I doubting? What if this were to happen? How would that react? There is no outcome that could ever come my way that I am not safe and secure. And that is essentially a lot of the basis of fear, of rejection, abandonment, what people think is that rejection, that I'm not good enough, or I'm not safe to be myself. I'm not secure to be myself. And then when I start looking at that, and once I start accepting that doubt, I start looking at what is here, right here and now, because the only time we have is right now. And I start looking at it and going, what do I have? You know what? I have freedom. I have air to breathe. I have the sun, the sky, the trees, the grass. I have everything right here. And I just go that simple and that general. And I start just kind of going, okay, I don't even try to do appreciation, but I just go, this is what I have. These are the things I do have. And then I start self-soothing myself into saying, I am safe, I am secure, I am okay. I know that everything is working out. Even when I am doubting, that is part of the process. I just keep self-soothing myself. And it's okay that I don't feel like reading about it. I don't feel like listening. I don't feel like doing anything other than just being. And that is probably the most powerful thing, is just accepting that. And the minute I accept it, it just kind of dissipates, just like any fear, right? Is just like, once you face it and just live with it for a second, it goes away. Because I also know that all those thoughts, those emotions are temporary, even the good ones. And you just know that it's going to flush through you. I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to try and fight it. The more you fight it, the more it becomes bigger. And then all of a sudden, a bigger story. And then there's a roadblock. I'm like, no. When I've experienced negative emotion or negative thoughts, I sit with it. And I'm like, okay. Now, that doesn't mean I sit around all day and go, oh my gosh, I'm so depressed. There are some days I do that, but I try to allow myself to give myself, I don't know, no more than an hour. And then I'm like, okay, get moving. And again, some of the best techniques is to do things that are really, it doesn't take a lot of brain power. Cleaning, going for a walk, just getting out of that little environment that I'm in, just move your body, get music on, go dance. And, no one has to see you. Just listen to music, sing, do something that will get your body moving. When your body moves, your mind will move with it as well. And so that, I know it sounds really simple, but just accepting the fact that you have doubt and that you do question, that's okay. That is part of the process. In fact, it helps you to even get deeper into how this works and loving yourself even more, because you're accepting yourself as that one true power, that love, that source that runs through you as you. And the more you are able to accept that, the more trust and faith you have in the process and in the end. So I know this helped you. So just go ahead and like, share, and comment. If you need help on this journey, go ahead and contact me. I am so happy to help you. I'm on this journey as well. It is okay to have doubt and worry. Just go with it, feel it, and just know that that is part of the process. And accepting yourself as that God source just really all just kind of meshes together. All right, until the next video, take care.